Good morning. How is everybody? Did everyone have a nice Memorial Day yesterday? I heard it was a fun success, that there was a plethora of food and a good turnout, and you could not ask for a more glorious day for the weather. How beautiful was it? It was warm, but it was just beautiful. What a beautiful day. Well, welcome to Coffee Chats. Let's get started. It is May 26th, Tuesday. I will let you know what's going on for the week, and then I'll hand it over to Jeff per usual. So let's see here. Today, up at 10 a.m., up in Marion Hall, we have a new guest here. Diana Pierce is going to join us. She is a photographer, a writer, and she's going to be talking about the seduction of symbolism, the scandalous history of flowers. So Diana Pierce revealed for more than 4,000 years, flowers have been more than a pretty decoration. They have been weapons of seduction, tools of political intrigue, and symbolism powerful enough to ignite social change. From Cleopatra's rose-scented sails to Ukraine's flower of resistance, she uncovers the unsurprising and sometimes scandalous idea of power balloons and how across civilizations, flowers have hold much power. Trust us, you'll never look at a bouquet the same again. So that's kind of an interesting talk about flowers, and so I hope you can join Diana Pierce today up in Marion Hall at 10 a.m. 1 p.m. we have our open art studios. 2 p.m. we have our walking group. I guess that's like continuing today at 2 p.m. I don't know how the weather will hold out, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be a great day to go walking. 6:30 we have our Bible study today. Wednesday, the 27th, we have only one TED Talk at 1 p.m. It's a longer one with Ian Bremmer, pardon me. It's called The Attack on Iran, Why Now? So it's a kind of provocative talk on Iran, and that's at 1 p.m. That's our TED Talk for the Wednesday. 1:30 we have 500, and 7 p.m. we have bingo, of course. Thursday the 28th, 9 and 11, we have a recorded Coffee Chats, just in case you can't make it every time we have our live Coffee Chats. 1 p.m. we have board games, and 12 p.m. is our excursion to Colburn's Market and Table. And I believe I booked about an hour and a half to walk around and have lunch, etc. I went there recently because I wanted to check it out myself. It's up in Plymouth, and it's kind of a neat place. It may end up being, I think, just a good amount of time. So you'll have to tell me what you think about that. Friday, May 29th, at 1 p.m. we have our Coffee Chats on 991. That's recorded. Bridge and poker. And then it is our movie on every Friday at 7 p.m. And the movie is The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry. There we go. While completing a simple errand, Harold begins a 600-mile journey on foot to visit an old friend who is in hospice. So that's the movie for Friday. Saturday the 30th, we have our 8 a.m. men's breakfast, 2 p.m. weaving project, and 7 p.m. bingo on Saturdays. Next Monday, 7 p.m., 500, and we have our open discussion group at 7 p.m. as well. I believe that's what I have for the week. Quick, short, and sweet. Any questions about that? Okay. Just a visitor are you with Donna? Okay, just visiting, okay. I like to make sure I'm not missing any new residents. Are you a daughter or yes, well, welcome. We love your mom. She's awesome. Any other new faces? No. Okay, I'll hand it over to Jeff. Boy, I'm getting quick. All right.
Yeah.
I got it down. There is a new face? No? Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I got to make sure of one thing here. Anyway, I'm gonna have to give you an old joke. Okay, I'll start with the puzzler. They're all old, right, thank you. There's this little bar, and they're going to have, it's actually not a little bar, it's a larger bar. They're going to have an arm wrestling tournament. And they've had flyers up on the walls for weeks. And finally, the day came, they had 247 contestants. Okay? And the bartender said, I don't know, I'm gonna allow 5 minutes for each match. I don't know what time we should get started and when we're gonna get done and all that stuff. And so people were trying to figure out how long the tournament would take at 5 minutes a match and all that stuff. Finally, a little guy in the corner says, I know the answer to that. That's easy. How did he know the answer to that? What was his formula or what was his thinking?
Nervous silence.
Okay, that's good, because I can even explain this one. How are you eliminated from the tournament? You lose, right? How many people have to lose? Every one of them, except one. 246 of them. There's going to be 246 matches. Everyone get that? There's still, did the long weekend affect you folks? Okay.
It's your tone of voice.
I'm putting you to sleep.
It's like, ooh, oh, minute.
Yeah. Okay. The picnic was great yesterday, right? I just want to repeat again how lucky we are to have Roger and Dion as our food service. And the young lady, yes. What's her name? Daria. Yes. What I can also tell you, there are things that I see around here that you folks may not realize or whatever, but it's like we're out of butter. We're not out of butter, there's no butter down here. I go up to the kitchen, Roger says, I've got a case of butter in the fridge, I'll bring it right down. He goes, that's interesting because I just put a case of butter out down there the other day and it's gone already. Orange juice. Here again, I always say I don't want to be petty, but here I am being petty. Okay? Ideally, you drink your orange juice down here. If you really need to take orange juice upstairs, go ahead. Let's leave it to a small roar. How does that sound? So that's all I'll say on that. Let's see.
We forgot birthdays didn't get recorded last week.
Yep.
So
Okay, thank you.
Get those in.
That's what we call producing while the show is going on, or whatever.
It's live.
It's live. That's really all I have. I'm so glad that things are going the way in food service, and it's funny, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. The way to Ridgepoint's heart is through your stomach. It's really good. When that is a great barometer of how things are going and what makes people happy. It does a lot to increase the satisfaction and attitude around here. So, again, how many times for you old timers has a Tuesday after a holiday have we not had treats for coffee chats? Because it's not regular routine, and people would come in, cook on Monday, forget all about coffee chats on Tuesday. Not Roger, not Dion, here we are. So Thank you, fellas. Does anyone have any questions? Sam, we'll start with you.
I have a question. I just want to, while you're on talking about Roger in the kitchen, Roger was outside planting fresh herbs and vegetables to use in the kitchen for the summer. So we, you know, I mean, what can you say about that? It's wonderful.
I saw him, Roger was he planted a garden. Thanks to Jillian, he got a garden. I saw him out there watering it. He's got sage, he's got parsley, thyme.
Rosemary?
I didn't see, maybe rosemary, I don't know, but he's got some herbs down there, so yeah.
Tomatoes.
Okay, yeah, tomatoes. Ann, did you have something?
Yeah, what's the progress on the yogurt machine?
We're still waiting on a part. Yep, I'm sorry about that, but yep, hopefully this week. Anything else? Okay. You are playing in a golf tournament, and to your astonishment, you are actually winning as you reach the 18th hole. With one stroke lead over your final opponent, who also happens to be playing the final hole with you, you step up to the tee and hit a perfect 300-yard shot dead center fairway. Well, you know it's not me being the golfer, because I don't hit it near 300 yards. Your opponent then steps up and shanks it directly into the woods. Being a person of great sportsmanship, you help him look for his ball for 10 minutes before he finally says that he will take the penalty shot and drop the ball. You return to your ball, take your second shot, and again it's nearly perfect, getting 5 feet from the flag. Victory is about to be yours. All of a sudden, from the woods, you hear your opponent yell, "Found it!" followed by the crack of the ball. His shot is perfect and rolls right into the hole. Here's the dilemma. Do you allow him to count the shot, or do you take his ball out of your pocket and call him a cheater on this hole? All right, birthdays. Last week we had some technical difficulties, and the people before last week's birthdays didn't get mentioned. So here we go. What's the date today? 24th?
26.
26th? Okay, so
Something like the 20th, 19th, like 19th or so, right?
yeah.
19th.
Oh, okay, here we go. I'm sorry, I was looking for a specific name on the list and I didn't see it. But here we go. On the 20th, Don Eckenrode, I think, how old was Don? 90? Don't know. Don Eckenrode, Joy Gordon. On the 21st, Judith Tess. On the 22nd, Maureen Gilchrist. On the 22nd, Ron Nordine. The 24th, Bev Van Dixhorn. The 25th, Cliff Bombach and Irene Ratniaki. That's not right, is it? Okay. On the 26th, Michael Looking, Paul Hansen. On the 30th, Barbara Mueller and Levon Grata. And on the 31st, Patty Wright. Anniversaries, Fred Fillmore and Susan Dillahunt. Where is Fred, up in the apartment crying, or?
No, he's out having breakfast with the guys.
Oh, good for him. And on the 29th, Bert and Mickey Danowski. Let's sing happy birthday to our neighbors. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. Have a good week, everybody.